Guys, how good is it just to know that our God is a good God and is a God of second chances? I feel good and encouraged just knowing that no matter how bad it is I feel about something that I had done previously, if I just turn my life around and repent, God is able to forgive me and give me a second chance. We all know the story of David and how he stayed at home and sent a whole army to war. And as he stayed home, he saw Bathsheba bathing as he stood on the rooftop. He admires Bathsheba and ends up committing sin. But when the prophet is sent to tell him about what he had done and that God was not pleased with it, David turns around and repents. Even though the child passes away later, the child that Bathsheba had conceived passes away later, God still forgives him and gives him another chance. Hezekiah as well. Hezekiah was unwell and the prophet Isaiah is sent to him to tell him that he should put his house in order because he was not going to get well, but he was going to pass away. Hezekiah turns to the wall and repents. He reminds God of all the good things he had done in his life, how he had walked in truth and righteousness before. And as the prophet is walking out, the Lord tells him to go back and tell Hezekiah that he, the Lord, had heard Hezekiah's prayers and that he was not going to die, but God was going to add him 15 more years to his life. We know the story of Samson and how he was tricked by Delilah and his hair chopped off. But his hair grows back and he has strength. He regains his strength and even dies with so many Philistines who are laughing and mocking at him. People like Peter. Peter denies Jesus. But at the end we hear Jesus saying that he's gonna build his church upon the rock. We know about Rahab, the lady that hid the spies when war was going on. We know about Saul. Saul had persecuted Christians all his life. But on his way to Damascus, he encounters Jesus. His life is transformed. He's given a second chance. And he becomes Paul. He ends up writing the gospel and preaching the gospel and planting so many churches. Guys, you and me are given a chance to restart our lives, to turn our lives around, to turn to Christ, and to walk in obedience and righteousness. There's no one who's too far gone for God to restore and to bless, for God to turn their life around, for God to give them the ability to start afresh. So guys, be encouraged. There's no one that's too far gone. Anybody can at any time choose to repent, turn to Christ, and start a new life. Glory be to God.